Hello and welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a great day. Today we're going to be looking at one of my first standard decks that is complete and utter jank. It is a jank zombie Orzhov deck. Just before the video starts, I'm sorry if you hear any noises in the background. I have 6 cats in the house with me and there's 2 dogs outside. So if there's any noises, I do apologize. But here, let's have a look at how janky this deck really was. So we have Zahar Glory Path. It is from Aether Drift. It is a legendary zombie cat warrior. Start your engine. Sacrifice another creature you get survival. When you hit max speed, when a non-creature token dies, you create a tapped 2/2 black zombie creature. And yes, for this jank deck, you only need one. Then we have Emblem Assorted. This is a 3-cost 1/2 zombie. Also start your engine. When this creature enters, you create a 2/2 zombie. When you hit max speed, when a creature you control dies, your opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. And we have 2 of those. Then we have a Resin Necrongent. It's a zombie cat. It's a 5-cost for a 5/4. When you hit max speed, at the beginning of your end step, create a 2/2 zombie. This is one of the funniest cards. I hate it so much. If you played a lot of the meta when this card came out, or a lot of historic or even standards, there's still some standard decks use this on Arena, you will know what this card is. Sorry though. It is when this creature attacks, your opponent loses half their health. Round it up. Then we got a Death Baron. He is a zombie wizard. He's from Foundation. Sorry about that noise in the background. There's cat. All skeletons and zombies you get +1/+1 plus Death Touch. Pride of the Road. This is a zombie cat warrior, if I'm not mistaken. In Aether Drift, this is one of the only white ones. Like, just white. When you hit max speed, at the beginning of your combat, on your turn, target creature reveal gains double strike until end of turn. Deathless Pilot. It's just a really good sack engine and revival, since you can bring it back to your hand for 3. I ran 3 of them. Dread Ghoul. Just a 2/2 for 1. Yeah, enters tapped, but on the first turn you get a 2/2 out. That means next turn you swing in. It's pretty good for a start. Then we got an Engine Wrap for 1 that has Death Touch, and for 6 you can make an opponent lose 2 life. Each opponent lose 2 life. 2 of those as well. Then we got a Hungry Ghoul. You get a pay 1 and sack another creature. You put a 1/1 on this creature. This is a Walking Sphinx. If you're at max speed, it gets a +1/+2. I ran 3 of these. A Doomed Descendant. When it dies, you create a token, a 2/2. Crypt Feaster. This is probably the jankiest card because it has Threshold. When you have 7 creatures when you have 7 or more cards in your grave, it gets a +2. This is probably the jankiest card, and you should never run it. Unless you're playing a mill deck, do not run one of these. A Magfield Twin. When it dies, it's a 6 drops, a 4/4 for 6, so a bit steep, but when it dies, you get 2 zombie tokens. A Subpraxious Stumbler. When it's in the grave, you can pay 6 and you can create 2 zombie tokens. A Gorswold Wrapping. All zombies get a +1/+1. Target creature in your grave gets an emblem until the end of turn. The emblem is equal to its mana cost. Run 2 of those. Hour of Victory. When you hit max speed, you can sacrifice this, search your card, and put it in your hand. Very good card even in Commander and in Standard. This card is just really fun if you're playing against one of those decks that needs a specific piece. It just basically remove the card from your opponent's deck. Shoot the Sheriff, great removal. Deadly Plot, destroy a Planeswalker, which is always good, or return a zombie card. Back on track, you return a target creature from your grave or vehicle, and you get a 1/1 pilot. Risky Shortcut, just a good draw engine. Then we've got Light Shield Parry, emblem of the cocoon. And then these are very important cards. If you know, you know. Shielded by Ghosts. You can when this card enters, exile target non-land permanent an opponent controls, put under the card. The trend creature gets +1 lifelink and ward 2. So, how janky was this deck really? It was extremely janky. It is probably one of the funniest ones I've made. The whole strategy is just get a bunch of things, swarm the board, give everything death touch, and just make it really hard to deal with your board. Although I will say this does have if you're just looking for quite a cheap start deck that you can easily upgrade, I would recommend this. I also play 24 lands, mostly swamps, because you need way more black pips than you do white pips for this deck. But if you are looking to make a good zombie deck, this is a good starting point. I would recommend playing 4 of those though. It would be really easy to turn this into a viable-ish deck at low tiers of Standard. When you get to high tiers, I would not recommend playing this unless you are an extremely good player. But hey, thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day. Until next time, see you then.